Alright folks, another video. Okay, I know I said I was not going to do any more political videos. Well, I lied. I've had some relapse and hey, just like a heroin addict, I can't help myself. So this one's about, it's not going to be an insane rant or rage, you know, like on that previous video, toning it down. Well, that's what I'm doing. That's why it's called The World Burns, and the fundraiser in chief does exactly that. He goes to fundraisers with serious major issues. He goes to fundraisers, he goes golfing, and he eats cheeseburgers, and he plays pool. I can't even get mad anymore. The anger's gone. It's all a joke. This guy is a joke. This guy is no more qualified to be president than a pet shop owner. They live in a scary, frightening state of affairs. Something else that was very significant was concerning this passenger airline attack. The Russians shot down. Well, we don't know who shot it down. Was it the Russians? Was it the Ukrainians? Or who knows? As usual with this administration, he doesn't get to the bottom of anything. We don't know anything. And just like Benghazi, just like the IRS, just like everything else, the can will be kicked down the road and we won't know the answers to anything. It'll be delayed, deferred, and whatever. And the ones that will ever know who attacked that plane are the ones that attacked it. Period. End of story. The reason I brought up that plane attack was because his reactionary speech to that attack. I did a little poking around because some people were comparing that to Ronald Reagan's when he was president. There was a attack back in 1983 at a Korean airliner that definitely, without a doubt, Russian jets shot that down. In a cowardly, despicable attack. You can Google the video yourself. And it's like 16 minutes long, and I watched the whole thing. First of all, the guy makes eye contact for more than 4 seconds. This guy cannot. Let's even go back a little bit before that. He was on, at the time of that attack, President Reagan was on vacation at his ranch in California, Texas. Not Texas, California. He immediately cut his vacation short and went right back to Washington and wrote his own speech. His own speech that he wrote himself. He didn't have speechwriters write it, like Barry does. Alright? It started off, you were glued to the TV. It started off with my fellow Americans. The sincerity was there. Not like this guy was, as usual, there was an international tragedy. There's no comparison, man. There's no comparison at all. Comparing Reagan's leadership to this guy, no. That'd be like putting Woody Allen in the ring with Mike Tyson. Reagan being Tyson, of course. There's absolutely no comparison. This guy's a joke. If there's people out there that don't realize that by now, well, there's the Obama phone lady and certain others that still would support this guy, even if he, I don't know. There's nothing wrong he can do. He can do no wrong in certain people's eyes. You know, like he said in his State of the Union speech, which is pretty shocking. He's like, I don't want a nuclear warhead to go off in New York. A lot of people are like, what? Really? Yeah, that's pretty intense to say that. But if it actually did happen, this guy would just go to a fundraiser, or go golfing, or go to have a cheeseburger, play pool, hang out with Hollywood moguls, or go to Martha's Vineyard again. That's the leadership you have, if you want to call that leadership. You cannot say the word leadership and Barack Obama in the same sentence. All right? You can't do it. It's like putting an elevator in an outhouse. Don't belong. So, this is what we're faced with for the next. How much longer before this clown is out of office? 2016. It's not 2016, it's actually January 1st, 2017. Quite a while. Quite a while for him to continue doing nothing and kicking the can down the road and going to Martha's Vineyard and playing golf, hanging out with Tiger Woods and movie stars. Right now, yeah, we have a quote unquote president. Do you call him a president? Something else about the guy. I was watching some clips here recently, and right now in Iraq, all these tens of thousands, same thing happened to Egypt, by the way, tens of thousands of Iraqi Christians are being persecuted, and that's the politically correct way of saying it. It's more like terrorized, slaughtered, and killed. And watching what this ISIS was doing, I mentioned that in a previous video, this is destroying Christian churches that have been there for over 1,800 years. They just have no respect for nothing unless it's for them. But they even attack and destroy other Muslim mosques, so who knows what the hell these guys stand for. And John Kerry, the Secretary of State doofus, Herman Munster himself, actually goes on and says, he reminds me of Herman Munster. He's real tall, with the big chin, the giant head, and just a goofball. He must have Bozo the Clown, the Secretary of State, instead of John Kerry. He actually says, oh, there's those that want to attack the president and just slam him down when we have these scores of successes all throughout the Middle East. I was like, scores of successes? The entire Middle East is on fire, and that's a success? Iraq has been completely taken over by terrorists. It's been declared an Islamic terrorist state. Is that a success? President Assad in Syria has slaughtered another 200,000 of his own people. Once again, there were chemical weapons used. Is that an example of success? Iran. No, the deadline was, I think, today, or within a day or two or whatever, but it's right around soon, the deadline for them to start dismantling subterfuges and nuclear capabilities. And the president delayed that for another months. The delayer in chief. Why does delay? Kick the can down the road. Someone else's problem. Just keep delaying and prolonging and procrastinating so that until it's no longer my responsibility. And dump it in someone else's hands. So if Hillary becomes president, Christ almighty, Hillary, you're going to have, your plate's going to be full immediately. You won't have too much time to spend with your new grandson that Chelsea's going to have for you. What other successes are there? Is Libya a success? That's another, like, junior budding Iraq. It's a complete mess. Egypt. Is Egypt a success? Let's get back on that one. When Hillary and Barry, they were very instrumental in installing that Mohammed Morsi, who replaced Mubarak, in their first quote-unquote democratically elected president and their own quote-unquote democratic constitution. You might as well wrote a list of bullshit on a bar nap in a tavern. That's what he should have done, because it's about how he looked at it. Because the second that Morsi got into power, he began rewriting their constitution so that he and the Muslim Brotherhood had all the power. The people knew what he was up to, and so did the military. That's why there was a military coup d'etat, and they removed him, and now he's in prison. Yeah, Barry's buddy is in prison now. Didn't last too long as president, did he, Barry? So, how many other successes are there in the Middle East that John Kerry was espousing? I can't think of any. How about Nigeria? Boko Haram. Boko Barack Obama Haram. They slaughtered another 200 people in an innocent little village. There's people that are probably poverty stricken and poor and starving, and by all means, just burn all their homes and throw grenades and bombs through their doors to flush them out, and then shoot and kill anyone that's trying to flee for their lives. No, maybe the first lady could hold up another hashtag sign that says, hashtag stop killing our girls. Stop killing our people. Worked real well the first time, didn't it, Michelle? Alright, I think I covered a couple points. Once again, I know I wasn't going to do any politics, but I can't help myself. I'm going to speak on it. Alright? That's just the way it goes. There's just too serious of things happening, not just in our country, but around the entire world. And what happens in the world affects us, whether you want to believe that or not. It does, it matters. So, I hate to bring in another depressing, sad state of affairs, but that's all there is. If anyone out there disagrees, well, name one positive thing. Name this one positive thing this guy has done at all. Can't do it, can you? You'd hear crickets. You'd hear that Jeopardy thing. That's what you'd hear. Waiting for an answer. All right. That's it. Bye.